Hello, I'm David Nemelka, CEO and founder of Engage Global. Tonight we have the great pleasure of having world-renowned expert Dr. Kedar Prasad on our podcast to discuss the coronavirus. Welcome to our call, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you, David. This is my great pleasure to be with you to develop a strategy to fight coronavirus.
I was introduced to Dr. Prasad in 2012. A friend of mine introduced me to a product called Military Micronutrient Formulation. It was a product that Dr. Prasad developed with the U.S. military to help protect soldiers from the inside out and to help them enhance their performance on the battlefield. Dr. Prasad was contacted by the Department of Defense because of his expertise on micronutrients and how they impact the body at the cellular level. And after 6 years of conducting 14 clinical studies and investing $24+ million on developing the science and validation behind this military micronutrient product, U.S. military and Dr. Prasad completed the science necessary to show that military micronutrient was a unique product that could help soldiers and ourselves be protected from the inside out. A little bit more background about Dr. Prasad. He was the first person in the United States to earn a PhD in radiation biology. Growing up as a young man in India, he grew up in a world that was confronted with nuclear war and the risks of radiation on human health. Dr. Prasad decided to commit his entire life to perfecting an understanding of our bodies at the cellular level, and he started his career focusing on radiation and biology. Through the course of his career, with the great accomplishments that he achieved, he became president of the International Society of Nutrition and Cancer, where he held and sponsored international symposiums on nutrition and how it impacts our bodies in fighting external forces, and also how it helps our bodies to work from the inside to fight a lot of the illnesses and diseases that we experience. He's been conducted as a member of the British Royal Academy of Medicine. He was a member of the Nobel Prize nominating committee for candidates in medicine. He's published over 250 articles and 26 books on micronutrients and how they work at the cellular level to help our bodies not only protect themselves, but also to heal themselves. Dr. Prasad is recognized as an expert in the scientific community, and I personally consider him a national treasure with the knowledge and the base of science that he's built throughout the course of his life. His expertise is on fighting inflammation, free radicals, strengthening the immune system, and doing that with micronutrition and CBD and good health. So Dr. Prasad, I want to explore with you and to help educate people how we can better prepare for this coronavirus, which is it's become a pandemic. Not throughout just the world, but also here in the United States. In fact, this is a map that shows all of the hot points in America. This was taken a couple days ago. And in fact, in just the last couple of days, the number of cases in America has doubled, and I think it's approaching a triple. And you can see that we're pretty much all of us are being impacted by this coronavirus. So Dr. Prasad, once again, thank you for joining us. And why don't you talk to people and help us understand this coronavirus, which is attacking our cells and really impacting human health.
This is a picture of coronavirus, and coronavirus is a cousin of flu viruses, and it is also called RNA virus. And because it is a RNA viruses, it is mutated very rapidly, and therefore it has become very infective virus than we ever knew before. Now the question is immune system, how to protect ourselves. So the question is immune system in our body is one of the best way to protect against any kind of infection, including coronavirus 19. As a matter of fact, immune system is considered as a biological gatekeeper which monitor all foreign invasion by new infective agents such as coronaviruses. As soon as coronavirus enters the body, the immune system immediately sends different white blood cells to kill these viruses. And if your immune system is poor, all the cells that immune cell will send will be poorly equipped to fight coronaviruses.
So Dr. Prasad, what you're saying is if we have a compromised immune system, the soldiers that our body sends to fight these viruses, which is the white blood cells, will be malnourished and ill-equipped to fight this aggressive virus that's attacking our bodies.
That's correct. Therefore, you have to know how immune system participate in killing the cell. There are different types of white blood cells, and each of them have a different function for killing the viruses. First cell that is recruited by the immune cell is neutrophil. This is the first white cell that recruited by the immune system to go and fight viral infection. Neutrophil will engulf invading viruses and kill them by generating excessive amount of free radicals and inflammations. Another cell that fight viruses are natural killer cell or NK cell lymphocyte, kill viruses by producing naturally occurring antiviral agent called gamma interferon and pro-inflammatory cytokines. Another type of cell is called T cell lymphocyte. This particular type of lymphocyte invites other cells to join the fight. Another white cell is called dendritic cell. This brings viral bound cell to T lymphocytes to kill them. Another type of cell is B lymphocyte, which is responsible for making a new antibody against new invading viruses in order to kill them. Another thing, very important function is macrophages is also called a scavenger cell because their role is to scavenge, to remove all the dead and debris that are produced by killing the viruses and killing the cells. So their job is to remove all this junk so that your lung cells remain healthy.
So Dr. Prasad, these are the soldiers in our immune system that are in our system to fight these foreign invaders like coronavirus in our body, correct?
That's correct. And if your immune system is impaired, these cells won't have enough capacity to fight effectively against coronaviruses.
So now each of these cells needs unique fuel to help them fight. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that's what you spent your entire life studying, was the fuel at the cellular level that these cells in our body need. And those are the fuel that you've put into products like military micronutrient formulation. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, what are the consequences? What happens in our body when there is a fight between immune cell and coronaviruses? It really depends upon the status and the strength of your immune system. If your immune system is poor, the poor immune system will be unable to send increased number of capable, with a strong ability to fight viruses. This provides virus an opportunity to multiply within the lung cell and eventually kill them. So impaired immune system can do that. Viruses are then released to invade other healthy lung cells. Eventually, lung cell loses enough cells that makes it difficult to breathe. During fight between poor immune system and coronavirus, extensive amount of free radicals and inflammatory agents are produced that released and damage other organs in the body. This also leads severe infection with bacteria that occur. And this infection can lead to sepsis, can lead to organ failure, and can eventually lead to death.
So Dr. Prasad, I hear a consistent message from you, and that is our immune system is critical, and the strength of our immune system is critical for each one of us and the people we love, and being prepared to deal with the coronavirus and what it might do to our body.
I think that's very correct. This is extremely important that we improve our immune system in order to fight coronaviruses.
Now, let's talk about people who have compromised immune systems, which my understanding from what you've shared with me is people who are older have more compromised immune systems, people who are overweight, people who consume a lot of unhealthy food like junk food, where half of Americans are getting most of their nutrients for junk food, so they've got compromised immune systems. People who smoke, they have compromised immune systems. Would you say that all of these people who are suffering with compromised immune systems have some significant risk with coronavirus?
Yes, I think there's no question about that. And the reason they have poor immune system because they are producing extensive amount of free radicals and extensive amount of inflammation.
So Dr. Prasad, why don't we talk about this product Micro Daily, which it's the same product as you developed for the military, which was military micronutrient formula. Why don't you talk about this product and how can it protect or help our immune system to fight this coronavirus?
Yes, the first, that immune system, it can prevent the damage produced by inflammation and free radical to our immune system, and therefore our immune system will function optimally.
So the ingredients that you put in this product help neutralize the free radicals, which are created by the coronavirus, and gives the body the nutrients it needs to basically not be impacted by these free radicals.
That's correct.
Okay.
Also, that in response to coronavirus infection, the optimal functioning immune system, if you have optimally functioning immune system because you are taking Micro Daily, they will produce a stronger, more capable neutrophil, lymphocytes, macrophages, T lymphocyte, killer lymphocytes. All immune cells will be stronger and they can fight the coronavirus infection much more effectively than in the absence of optimal functioning immune system.
So how does Micro Daily help our body fight this coronavirus?
Yeah, first you have to know what are the requirements of coronaviruses for division, for growing. And there are 3 different requirements, and Micro Daily suppresses all those 3 requirements that are needed for coronavirus to multiply. First is the production of nuclear factor kappa beta protein. They require this protein to divide. Micro Daily suppresses the production of this particular agent that coronavirus needs to multiply.
So what I hear you saying right here, Dr. Prasad, is that the coronavirus needs these proteins to be able to replicate. And so Micro Daily suppresses the production of these proteins. So in essence, it's starving the coronavirus from what it needs to replicate and attack our bodies.
That's correct. The second is that it also inhibits an enzyme called reverse transcriptase, which is essential for the replication of coronaviruses.
So based on what I've heard you talk about this, all cells need DNA instruction to replicate, is that right?
Right, that's correct.
And so by inhibiting this enzyme, the coronavirus the cells aren't getting the DNA information they need to replicate, so you minimize the replication of the coronavirus. Is that correct?
That's correct. If you inhibit them, because RNA viruses can form DNA before they multiply, and this enzyme is needed. And therefore, if you inhibit this enzyme, they can do all the prescription antiviral agent based on this fact that they inhibit reverse transcriptase. Many antiviral agents that are being used at this time. Third thing is the Micro Daily enhances the production of a naturally occurring antiviral agent called gamma interferon. And you can see the picture of gamma interferon in the bottom. Is very complicated picture.
So this gamma interferon is like a bazooka that can attack the coronavirus and defeat it. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. So you can see that Micro Daily can, at 3 different steps, those steps are required by coronavirus to multiply, and Micro Daily can inhibit all those 3 steps.
So not only does Micro Daily help boost your immune system, but it also provides additional benefits that restrict or make it more difficult for the coronavirus to grow in your body.
That's correct.
So that's like a double whammy.
Yes, yes, sir.
I love it. So how does Micro Daily help with the infection and inflammation that is created by the coronavirus?
So if your immune system is poor and the fight going on between coronaviruses and immune cells, during that time, immune cell produces a lot of free radicals and inflammation to kill the cell. But there's so much they are producing these toxic material that the other organs gets damaged. And when they get damaged and immune system is poor, bacterial infection can take over. And that can lead to sepsis, can lead to organ failure, and can eventually lead to death. And Micro Daily can help fight infection by improving your immune system.
So I want to understand what you just said here, and that is basically in the battle that's raging in your body with your immune system and the coronavirus, just like a battle in a battlefield, there's a lot of toxins and a lot of negative things that are happening in your body.
Yeah.
Those negative things, even though they're defeating the coronavirus, they have negative effects on your organ at the same time. Is that right?
At the same time, and eventually, if your immune system cannot do the job, and a good job in killing those viruses, then infection takes over.
And so what Micro Daily does is it helps strengthen your organs so that as your body's fighting these the coronavirus and these toxins are being created, it's strengthening your organs to be able to deal with those toxins and other negative effects of coronavirus. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Therefore, Micro Daily combined with good diet and lifestyle can help infected individual recover faster. This is very, very important to have these things. And therefore, even though your immune system was compromised in the beginning, but if you started taking Micro Daily combined with the good diet and lifestyle, you can recover faster.
So Dr. Prasad, with this information that you've shared with us, I've got to believe that most everybody, if not everybody, is asking, okay, so I understand I have a better understanding now of how our immune system works. I have a better understanding of how the coronavirus attacks our body. I have a better understanding of micronutrients, specifically the ones you've put into Micro Daily, can help my body to really be optimally prepared for the attack of coronavirus. So now what would it be that you would recommend? And I know you've already recommended it once, but I want to make sure that people hear this again. What would you say is your formula for being prepared for coronavirus?
Well, you know, because it stimulates the immune system, and in conclusion, I would say that let us fight this war with coronavirus together. First, you follow all the advice of CDC, all the advice of local agency as well as federal agency. Second, you improve your immune system by taking Micro Daily together with good diet and good lifestyle. This will make your immune system better and follow as I said, and then you can fight the infection much more effectively and you can prevent the infection. So in conclusion, follow the advice of CDC and local agency and take Micro Daily together with good diet and good lifestyle. Thank you and goodbye.
Dr. Prasad, thank you for taking the time, and I want to once again thank you for dedicating your life to becoming so knowledgeable and really being on the cutting edge of developing the science that we can now utilize in our own daily lives with Micro Daily, or even Micro Daily Plus with CBD. We have the CBD product that helps people with issues that CBD can uniquely help with anxiety and stress, difficulties in sleeping, and even with your pain. So thank you for developing these products and dedicating your life to making them available to us, Dr. Prasad.
Thank you, David.
And all of you tonight, thank you for listening to Dr. Prasad's podcast. Hopefully it's been helpful. If you want to know more about Dr. Prasad's products, be sure to talk to the health advocate who shared this information with you. And at this time, just know that we're here to unite with you and the rest of the people throughout the country and the world in fighting this coronavirus. And ultimately, because of the work that Dr. Prasad is doing and many others, I know that we will succeed in this battle. So thank you. God bless you, and our prayers are with you.